So a quick update, both Zach Lavine and Nikola Vucevic are going to be making their return tonight going against the Charlotte Hornets at the United Center. This will be interesting because we all thought that Zach Lavine had played his last game in a Bulls uniform after he suffered that injury, was going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. This, of course, after all the trade rumors that were going on, and now Zach is actually going to be back in the lineup. And based on his comments to the media earlier today at practice, talking about how he really wants to embrace what the team is doing, making sure that he can help out in any way possible, scoring, rebounding, energy, all of that. It's going to be a very heavily scrutinized game for Zach Lavine. He is going to be coming off the bench. Both him and Vooch are actually going to be coming off the bench in this one. But this is a game in which people are going to have all eyes on Zach to see how he responds, how he adjusts his game now that the Bulls are finally starting to play better basketball. A lot is going to be riding on him. It'll be interesting with both Zach and Vooch coming off the bench. I'm surprised that they're actually coming off the bench despite the fact that they're on minutes restriction, because you can still be in the starting lineup and be restricted in terms of your overall minutes that you put out onto the court. But at the same time, coming off the bench will actually be an interesting play here, given the fact that DeMar, Vooch, and Zach and their overall net rating when they all play together as a trio is not the best. So we'll see if this minor change of them going onto the bench is actually going to make any difference. Obviously, they're not going to continue to come off the bench. These guys are starting level players in the NBA, but it'll be an interesting move in a game that the Bulls really need to win. This is a Charlotte Hornets team that is really bad, a team that is plagued with injuries without some of their best players. This is a game you got to win. And whether or not Lavine or Vucevic come off the bench, this is a game the Bulls have to win. So I am interested and intrigued to see how things go with Zach Lavine returning back to the starting lineup. I'd like to see a situation in where Zach is much more deferential, is much more willing to pass the ball, play quickly in transition, move with pace, speed, help space the floor, play off the ball in the catch and shoot, because we know he's an excellent catch and shoot shooter. That is the Zach Lavine that I want to see. If we can see that from Zach Lavine going into this game, not even just this game, but really as long as he remains with the Chicago Bulls, and you see a noticeable difference in his overall play, his tone, his attitude, then maybe we can actually see a scenario in which Zach remains with the Bulls as long as they can continue to keep winning. But anyway, we'll see how things go later tonight. I'll obviously have my post-game video out later this evening after the game. Be sure to check that out. As always, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.